I'm so excited because I'm going to show you something and tell you guys about my new foundation. This is a 3-in-1, so it's self-priming and self-setting. It has this lock in the back, as you can see, just so that it doesn't get all crazy. These have been on for a while. Get into all the areas like that. And tap it on. Alrighty. Where my little headband. And honestly, it just gets better the longer that you wear it, which is really nice. And I'm just so excited for you guys to try the actual foundation yourself, but I'm not done, so don't go away. I'll show you the full look after. Hi, Space and K. My team and I at Rare Beauty have been working really hard on our complexion to get it just right. So I couldn't be more excited to introduce the new True to Myself Natural Matte Long Wear Foundation. It is matte, but I like to call it modern matte, as this formula is basically designed to move with you. We made, of course, 48 brand new shades to fit a whole range of skin tones, and I love applying it with our new sponge.
You know those celebrity moments that feel polished, planned, and rehearsed? This wasn't that. Because when Selena Gomez finished speaking at the Rare Beauty event in West Hollywood, California, something shifted in the room like the night stopped being only about makeup and became about real people, real feelings, and real joy. And the second she stepped onto the dance floor, it wasn't just a celebrity sighting moment. It felt like the crowd was watching something intimate spill into public view. On April 2nd, the atmosphere in West Hollywood was already buzzing with anticipation. But it was Selena Gomez's presence that turned the energy into something almost electric. A Rare Beauty event is usually the kind of night people dress for, post for, and talk about afterward. Yet this time, the event didn't feel like a routine promotional stop, it felt personal. Like Selena wasn't simply arriving to represent her brand, but arriving to celebrate the community that helped shape it. From the very beginning, the night had the kind of warmth you can't fake. The lights dimmed just enough to set the mood, and the crowd hush was immediate because everyone knew that the person about to step into the spotlight wasn't just famous. She was familiar, not in the performer on stage sense, but in the way her fans have felt seen by her for years. Selena's entrance made it feel less like a show and more like a shared moment. When Selena Gomez walked into the event space, she didn't look like she was trying to dominate attention. She looked calm, approachable, and effortlessly confident, exactly the kind of vibe that matches what Rare Beauty is trying to communicate. There was glamour in her presence, but it wasn't the loud, overpowering kind. It was balanced and understated, the kind of elegance that makes you look twice and still feel comfortable looking away. She moved through the venue with ease, and instead of treating the night like a checklist of photos and greetings, she made her pauses feel intentional. Guests reported, and viewers picked up in clips, that she seemed present with the people around her. Smiles came naturally. Conversations didn't feel scripted. Even when cameras were flashing, she gave the impression that she wasn't performing for them, she was connecting with the room. That detail mattered, because it's easy for celebrity events to become transactional. You arrive, you get a moment on video, and you leave with merch and content. But the energy in West Hollywood that night felt different, more like a gathering than a spectacle. The Rare Beauty Foundation wasn't just a product, it symbolized the point of the brand. Rare Beauty has always positioned itself as more than cosmetics. But at this event, that message felt especially clear. The focus on the foundation line wasn't just about coverage or shade range. It was about comfort, self-expression, and the idea that beauty should feel empowering rather than exhausting. The foundation became more than a makeup item. It turned into a symbol for something bigger, a shift away from perfection and toward acceptance. It suggested that the goal isn't to erase yourself, it's to show up as you are, whether that means you're having a confident day or a complicated one. Guests had space to explore, test shades, and talk with others about what beauty means to them. And the conversations, at least the ones captured in the energy of the room, felt less like debates over trends and more like people bonding over shared experiences. That's where the brand's mission comes alive. Because when people feel safe enough to be honest, even beauty talk turns into something deeper. Selena's speech changed the tone from celebration to reflection. Then came the moment that made everything feel louder and quieter at the same time. Selena Gomez took the stage to speak. The room didn't just listen, it settled. The buzz faded into attention. For a few minutes, the event paused, and what replaced the excitement wasn't formality or hype. It was sincerity. She spoke from a place that felt grounded, like she wasn't simply thanking people for showing up, she was recognizing the emotional effort behind community. Her message made it clear that her events aren't meant to be repetitive or just another appearance. They exist because she wants people to have a good night, to celebrate together, and to feel part of something bigger than themselves. She also shared gratitude in a way that didn't sound rehearsed. She emphasized how the community is something built together, something she feels genuinely thankful for. And when she wrapped up by encouraging everyone to have fun, saying she was excited to enjoy the night and have a drink with them, it felt like the most human kind of transition, from heartfelt to joyful. That's what made the speech hit differently. It didn't read like a brand script. It felt like a conversation with the people in the room. Why the dance floor moment felt like the real ending. After the speech, the atmosphere didn't stay heavy. It lifted. Music filled the space again, and Selena joined her friends on the dance floor. The shift was immediate, like the audience collectively exhaled. This wasn't a celebrity returns to glamour moment. This was the energy fans love most. Selena letting herself be present, letting joy be joy, and not overthinking the public nature of it. For everyone watching, whether in person or through videos online, it looked effortless. That's the part that matters. People could tell she wasn't forcing a vibe. She was simply enjoying the night, and the crowd followed that lead, creating a sense that the event wasn't just something they attended. It was something that happened with them. Videos showing her laughter and movement spread quickly, turning that dance moment into a symbol of what the night really was. Self-acceptance paired with celebration. A small gesture that looked enormous on camera. What really sealed the emotional impact of the night wasn't only the stage moment or the dancing, it was the kindness and the quiet interactions. One of the most talked about clips showed Selena meeting a fan. The way she listened, responded, and softened in expression gave the impression that the moment wasn't rushed or surface level. She didn't look like she was waiting for the next scheduled photo. She looked like she cared about the person in front of her. And in a gesture that fans described as the sweetest detail, she presented the supporter with a bouquet of flowers. It may sound small, but in a world where celebrity interactions can sometimes feel rehearsed and distant, a thoughtful moment like that landed hard. It reminded people why her fame doesn't always feel untouchable. Because even when she's in spotlight mode, her reactions still feel personal. The photos from the same day reinforced the message, no heavy filtering needed. Even the newly released rare beauty photos from the day carried the same tone. Instead of heavily edited, hyper-stylized images that push unreachable standards, the photos leaned into natural presence and confident simplicity. Selena's features looked real, not airbrushed into something unrecognizable. Her vibe looked like it matched the event itself, grounded, confident, and comfortable in her own skin. That matters because the beauty industry online, especially, can make people feel like they need permission to be good enough. But what these images suggested was different. You don't need to erase yourself. You just need to feel like you belong. The bigger picture. This event reflected how Selena's career keeps evolving. This rare beauty event didn't exist in isolation. It fit into the larger arc of Selena Gomez's public life, where her influence has shifted over time from entertainment into advocacy and emotional honesty. She's gone from pop star and actress to a multifaceted figure who uses her platform to talk openly about mental health and self-acceptance. And rare beauty has become the real-world extension of those values, bridging the gap between commerce and purpose. That's why the April 2nd West Hollywood event felt like more than product promotion. It was a statement about what beauty can mean when it's built for real people, not idealized versions of them. Beauty isn't supposed to be a punishment. It's supposed to be part of how you express yourself and show up in your own life. The kind of night people carry with them. When the event ended, it didn't feel like the usual seen it, done it, moved on experience. Guests didn't just walk away with products or photos. They walked away with something more difficult to measure, but easier to recognize: the sense of being included. For people who watched online, the clips did what the best celebrity moments always do. They sparked emotion. They encouraged conversation. They made people feel like they weren't the only ones navigating self-image, insecurity, or uncertainty. Because at the end of the day, that's what Rare Beauty and Selena Gomez's approach to community has always been about. Not perfection, not pretending, not fixing yourself to be worthy. Just showing up, getting through the hard parts, finding confidence in your own individuality, and celebrating together when the night is finally bright enough. And that's why the moment she started dancing mattered so much. It wasn't just choreography. It was the night's final message in motion. Joy is allowed. Confidence can be real, and you don't have to wait until you feel perfect to enjoy your life.